What's going on, collective? Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Gigi here. We're going to do a red light romance reading and see what Spirit has tonight for you guys. Got a few decks out, and we're just going to jump right in, okay? Holy Spirit, please come down with your angels, my ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides that have ascended to your highest light life to protect and guide me through this energy reading for our collective. Holy Spirit, please allow me to channel clear, honest, and precise messages for our collective, and please cast all evil and darkness away. Please and thank you. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. All right, Spirit, what are we going to say about this? Don't close the door on true love. The person on your mind, the person in your heart, whoever it is that drives your goofy heart crazy in a very sexual, passionate, and romantic way, that person on your mind, if whoever the first one is that pops up in your mind, pay attention to that. This person that you're thinking of right now, they love you forever. They will love you and forever and ever and ever. Amen. If you haven't heard this song by James Young, go listen to it. It's called I Love You for Infinity. It's amazing. This person that you're thinking about, you guys may be in separation, twin flame, it might be a twin flame situation. I've been picking up on a lot in the last few days. That person that you might be thinking of, they're definitely thinking about you. You're all they may be able to think about, okay? They love you, and their heart has loved you forever, and they will love you forever. As long as time exists, as long as energy exists, they will love you. Okay, so if you are, in your head, you might be like kind of questioning it, skeptical, whatever. If you find a little bit of anger or hurt feelings, let them go and be open-minded. There's a certain kind of magic in the air. Just believe that this is possible. Just believe that if you are given an opportunity, it's for a reason. A very important reason. A very important reason. What else, Spirit? There may be something that they are wrapped up in right now, and they're trying to get themselves back on track. Well, everything happens in the Divine's plan. Just know that you have a spirit guide watching your back. Everything's going to be okay, collective. Just believe everything is going to be okay. You can do it. All right? Things will unfold as they're supposed to. All right? As they're supposed to, according to the Divine's plan. You are really truly worthy of true love. You are really worthy of having a very intense soulmate connection with your perfect person. You very much are. And you are, very much allowed to feel your feelings about how you feel right now. And you may want, right now, well, you have to go through what you're going through in order to be prepared for what's coming towards you. Okay? Both of you are in this separation for a reason. Somebody needs to take the first step towards, that doorway Spirit's opening for them and getting themselves ready to be prepared. These spirit guides they're watching your back, and they're also trying to guide you. They're like that little, they're your Jiminy Cricket, your little, let your conscience be your guide. Yeah, they're the ones that are sitting there on your shoulder, whispering in your ear all the things that you should be doing, and keeping you, aware of the things that you shouldn't be doing, and reminding you of when you're towing your line of divinity, keeping you and reminding, you of that you are a pure heart, and that line of divinity is a very serious line that you should never cross, and you know that as an obedient person to Spirit. Okay? You are being guided towards your happily ever after. There's a lot of challenges and ups and downs and hills and stairs and swinging and vine jumping and all the kinds of crazy loopholes that you're going to have to go through in order to do what you need to do to get you your person. Love isn't random. We are chosen. When your soul split and you became part of a twin flame situation, you were assigned that person from the jump. All right. It's important for you to understand that you both have to go through trials and tribulations to get you to that honeypot that is that pure relationship with two people that are perfect for each other. things that need to be worked out, healing that needs to be done. It's important that you understand this. Anything else, Spirit? You can break any vicious cycles that may be in your way. Take your little sword and slice through them and chop through them and become the warrior that you are inside. Be your own hero. Be your own savior. Okay? Work on yourself right now. Work on loving yourself so that way when you get ready for whoever, you know, Mr. or Mrs. Perfect Person is, you're already mind, body, and soul are in alignment and ready for that assignment, okay? I thank God and myself for these blessings. I never needed you to get here. That's what Spirit is trying to say. When I said that it's time for you to be your own hero, that's the truth. You working on getting yourself in alignment, getting everything ready for all the things that you have going, you know, coming towards you, will prepare you. It's only you and Spirit at this point. The separation had to happen for a reason. Things needed to happen for a reason. People's behaviors needed to be monitored. Things needed to be, you know, judged. What is that? Forgiving when they, you know, even when you don't want to. Well, that could be part of what Spirit was monitoring, making sure that your, you know, your soul is truly as pure as you say it is, making sure you're living up to what your words are, making sure your word is solid. You know what I'm saying? If you made any promises to Spirit, making sure you lived up to them. You seem to have proven yourself excellently, I'm being told, up to this point. The thing is that if you allow your mind to take over your heart, you may be led astray and led to do something that may take you away from your divinity. The thing is I feel like somebody's too worried about staying on their path because they're too afraid of losing whatever little bit that they may have left. The thing is fear not. As long as you walk with the purest white light, you will be abundantly rewarded. Everything you need will be placed before you. It requires you being obedient to Spirit. And remember that what is in your mind, what is in your heart, what comes out of your mouth, and what you do in action is all part of who you are, that, you know, a manifestor, possible high priestess. So making sure that all of those things are of the purest white light manifests you things of the purest white light. You know, karmic, like, you know, I was mentioning this earlier today, that, you know, karmic cycles happen. They can happen past, present, and future. They, you know, stuff that you did in the past could happen to you 20 years later. You know, you can get the karmic cycle for that 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? Something you did yesterday, getting rewarded for yesterday could have been something that you had, you know, that happens in the future, and you're getting an early reward as a bonus to keep you on the straight and narrow. Things like that happen. Spirit does what he does for a specific reason. It's part of the divine time. It's all part of divine plan during divine timing. Spirit's on his own program, doing his own thing, guiding you the way he needs to make sure you get where you're supposed to go. Okay? Now, pay attention to your dreams. Make sure you're writing them down, because there's going to be messages that you want to, you know, look back on. Even if you have a good memory, write them down anyway. Okay? Now, making sure you're working on being humble, keeping your pride at a healthy level, keeping your ego at bay, all of those things. Because when this person comes back after you've been your own hero, doing all your own thing, becoming Mr. or Mrs. Independent, doing what you're supposed to be doing, bossing up, please be kind when this person sees you, okay? Because this card says, yes, I do look this good since you walked away. It freed me so I could boss up. Thanks. There's some sarcasm there, and just be very cautious of that. Please be humble, okay? Learn to forgive so you can be forgiven. This is something I say very, very frequently, about making sure that you forgive even when you don't want to, so that one day if you do something, you know, really messed up and you ask for Spirit's forgiveness, that you have racked up, you know, you've put in a good, you know, good karma in the karmic cycle bin. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that maybe to lighten the load or wipe it out completely. As long as your heart stays pure and you are obedient and you're mature and you're letting go of, you know, childish mentalities and handling yourself in a childish kind of manner. It's important for you to, you know, get yourself prepared, so that way when you have Mr. or Mrs. Hottie Toddy, passionate lover coming in, you know, you'll be able to handle all of those things. Anything further? I'll do anything to be your love or be your sacrifice. This person may need to go through their karma while you're healing and getting yourself together to be able to prepare themselves to be able to come to you with confidence and tell you the truth about all of the things. Give you the, you know, the closure or the, you know, ask for your forgiveness, get closure, get, you know, get your forgiveness, get some learning and healing and all of the things. And this person may offer their soul to you in whatever way they're willing, that you're willing to have them, whether as a passionate lover or as a friend, acquaintance, or just for closure, whatever it is that you choose to do, because at that point you'll be healed, you'll be strong, you'll be passionate, you know, compassionate and empathetic enough to be able to make this choice, you know, level-headed. And this person will be at your side like a puppy, being trained into whatever, you know, amazing trophy breed that they are. Basically, you being in their life will train them to be what they're meant to be. They have the baseline of it. You just have the knowledge and the wisdom, and you're going to guide them in whichever way you feel comfortable doing it. They'd like to have everything and put the ring on the finger and have the perfect proposal and the beautiful, all the things, and the happy family and the happy happies. It just, at this point, that passion and romance has to stay at bay for that tantric connection to really mean something when it happens. And we want to talk about that. So let's shift gears a little bit and go over here. This person will do anything to be your love or be the sacrifice that they have, or sacrifice whatever they have to sacrifice just to be in your energy space. Energetic life cycle, something they need to, in this life cycle, they need to be in your energy. It's like their force field. You may hold a lot of their confidence. You may not have realized how much of their confidence you held. Grace, purity, relationship. Okay. Spirit is saying, and this is, Spirit wants to give you this situation his blessing. People need to get in Spirit's good graces, and people need to work on building up that connection to stay in Spirit's good graces. Whether you're the one that's needing to getting Spirit's good graces, or if you are the one that needs to work on strengthening the relationship to stay in Spirit's good graces, okay? Once you guys have gotten to that point where your heart is as pure as they're going to be, Spirit will open up a new cycle for you guys to have that relationship. Okay? If you want to feel the warmth of this person's touch, the strength of their hands as they're giving you massages or just hugging you firmly and getting passionate kisses from you, moments in front of, you know, the fireplace with a glass of champagne or wine or whatever it is that y'all drink. Maybe he likes his whiskey and you like your wine, whatever the case may be. Flip it, switch it, reverse it. You know what to do. You guys want to spend time in front of the fireplace listening to some very sensual romantic music and doing all of the warm and fuzzy things that you do on a warm, you know, a cold winter night. Maybe somewhere beautiful where you can go out and wrapped up in a big blanket with your hats on and your gloves and look up at the stars and see maybe some northern lights. Going someplace really romantic, maybe for Valentine's Day someday, where you're out maybe in Alaska doing some kind of beautiful bobsledding or a dog sledding, not bobsledding, dog sledding, and staying in a cabin and having the fireplace and the hot cocoa and, you know, just seeing all of the beautiful things, taking cruises and magical moments and going to the, you know, Eiffel Tower and kissing under it and having all of the beautiful pictures that you can put a wallpaper your entire house with. Making memories from traveling all over the world. Taking exotic trips and traveling, companionship and laughter and you know, going on road trips and just having a good time, no judgment, and just feeling free within each other. If you want that, you can have it. It just takes work. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes focus. It takes healing. It takes getting yourself grounded and staying focused and driven and fighting through whatever hardships that you may be going through every single day. Because every day is not going to be the perfect day. Some days you're going to be feeling great and rested and all of that. The next day you're going to have 2 hours of sleep and you're going to be so exhausted from what Spirit was doing to you all night with the dreams. And it happens. Especially if you're an awakened being. Especially if you are awakened to gifts that involve any kind of psychological, you know, abilities. Being mediums or psychics of any sort, you know, being able to get messages any which way that Spirit gives it to you. Yeah, it's extraordinarily exhausting at some points, especially when the moon is in different phases. But it's all part of your life lessons that need to be learned in order for you to have your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with your perfect person, where everything will go in perfect alignment and nothing can hold either one of you back. There won't be any blockages. There won't be anything left. Everything will be put out on the table, and you guys will have an opportunity to either sign that golden contract that will give you your happily ever after, or go about your business in another way where Spirit will abundantly bless you in whatever way it was meant for you in that path. But you have a choice. There are going to be 2 options. There may be even 3 or 4, depending on the situation for you. But there's going to be an abundance of options, and you get to choose because you have free will for that purpose. But Spirit's aligning things for you in multiple different avenues to make sure that there's something for you to make sure there's an abundance for you at the end of this for whoever it is that's doing the right thing. The one that's working on their spiritual, you know, ascension process. The one of you that's being as pure as they can be. That's doing the right thing. Spirit's making sure that there's avenues for you that will bring you an abundance in any way that you choose. Sexuality. The romantic, passionate part. The thing is that I'm being shown the masculine energy thinks something about the feminine's body, their mind, body, and soul are everything. They're like this Venus. His Aphrodite, his goddess. This is Venus, by the way. This is the birth of Venus. It's I don't know, 15th or 16th, maybe even 17th century. I can't remember, but it's part of the Renaissance time frame. I don't think it's Brock, whatever art. But anyway, he sees her as the goddess of love. She is everything to him. Every aspect of her in the sexual avenues there are right up his alley. Just the right amount of kink, just the right amount of vanilla, just the right amount of romance, just the right amount of passion, just the right amount of freak in the bed. Perfect balance. Kind of girl that'll, you know, wear cute little shorts and a tank top, hair down free and wild, you know, being cutie little girl next door, but then can put don on her heels and the leather and and kind of like a pretty good balance between both, you know, the kink and the vanilla side. This person keeps, whoever the feminine is, can keep that masculine very entertained. There's no getting bored with these two at all. Ever. No go. There's no getting bored. One person senses something's getting boring, they'll come up with an idea just to keep the other person, like, it just happens and flows naturally because they're so drawn to each other that they just know, like, the vibe shifts and the other person knows that it's time for, you know, balancing to happen. And it just happens naturally. It just happens naturally, and it's part of, like, this perfect pair. This perfect pair's union is going to be, it's going to be explosive. The first time you become intimate with this person, the fireworks are going to go off. Okay, so Spirit showing me, have you guys seen the Harley Quinn, TV series that's on HBO Max where she falls in love with Poison Ivy, and it was Valentine's Day, and she goes to a witch doctor or somebody that makes potions and got an aphrodisiac potion to give her the best orgasm of her life, right? Well, it's going to be that without any hocus pocus. And it's not just going to be, the first one is going to be so memorable because it's going to be like you've never experienced anything like that, even if you guys have been intimate before. But it's going to feel like that. So if you haven't seen that episode, go check it out. It's on HBO Max. It's the Harley Quinn show. I love it. I'm probably going to watch it again. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like the explosion, the second she has her orgasm, her pheromones are exploding and there's flowers blooming everywhere, and just it's just radiating, and everybody gets the hornies and starts smashing all over Gotham City. And Bane, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Go watch the episode, okay? But yeah, like that, it's going to be mind blowing. It's going to be mind-blowing, and it's going to be so memorable, and this person's going to be, that's it. There's just hook, line, and sinker. That's it. That's a wrap. And it's like, okay, I'm being shown another another movie. Have you guys seen How High with Redman and Method Man? All right, well, when, I don't remember one of the two, Jamal, his name was, falls in love with the vice president of the United States' daughter because they were in Harvard, and he's following her around like a little lost pussy whipped little boy. Excuse the French, but that's what it is. And that's it. And it's not even because he'd give her everything just to be in her energy. This is his empress. This is his first, his last, his everything. That's like, this energy's killing me. For days, I've been picking up on this person's, like, want to know about just gratitude, divine plan, and joy. Yep. That's what I was saying about the divine plan. We've talked about this. It's all part of the divine's plan. You will have your joy. You will be grateful for all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. On the bottom, vision, and underneath it I saw communication. Vision and communication. It's Spirit's way of giving you the heads up, showing you some things possibly about, I see somebody standing above, casting you away and trying to like sacrifice you to the darkness for their own benefit. But there's somebody sitting there watching, your protector, your guardian angel, your powerhouse of a guardian, I guess. I don't know. But they're there, and they're there to catch you at every fall, no matter what. Okay? Be grateful for what you have in the moments that you have them, because, there's never enough time. There's never enough time. Okay? Communication. The communication that you want will come. You will be over the moon. It will be joyous. It will be passionate. It will be romantic. It will be everything. Kissing at the waterfalls, anniversaries. I'm seeing anniversaries at, I don't know, maybe Niagara Falls. Beautiful jewelry exchanged, or maybe getting married at the waterfalls, or exchanging vows somewhere. I don't know. I see waterfalls. I see beautiful. Maybe it's at the beach. Maybe it's in Hawaii. I don't know. The ocean may speak volumes to you both. Being around water is important to you both. You both might like going to like places like Costa Rica to go fishing, or places tropical. It doesn't have to be that. Going to Jamaica, Bermuda, Bahamas, just the beautiful tropical places, maybe Puerto Rico, South America. I don't know. Brazil seems to be like a place that's showing up. Just very, like, you guys want to escape and travel and just free. You want to escape the reality of what's been going on. You want to just escape. and be engulfed in each other's love, and let that tsunami of passion and romance just wash over you. He wants to be drowned in your love. He wants to get lost in your embrace, in your gaze. He wants to slow dance with you, kiss you, twirl you, pick you up, spin you around. I don't know, maybe even become, swing dancers later on just for fun, just for something to do. Learn how to swing dance and all of that. And he may have the strength he may have the strength of a freaking Roman god. Oh my goodness. I'm being shown some very, very muscular, like we all Sparta. Yeah. Rock solid, chiseled, kind of like the mentality. He may have the mentality to either do it or he has the body already. All right. So, and the thing is he wants to be Tarzan and he wants you to be Jane, and he wants to swing through the damn jungle with you, lady, and he wants to manhandle you and be like a crazy monkey. Some George of the Jungle stuff right here. Maybe doing some kind of crazy like jungle like excursion, and like doing some crazy Airbnb somewhere tropical and having like a tree house and doing some caveman like some jungle stuff. Like that's the kind of mentality he has. He's very romantic and he's very spontaneous and he's very creative with what he does. And if there's somebody that is like amused to him and he finds a way to get creative, isn't that what I saw on the bottom? Yeah, creative power. No wonder why I thought I saw that earlier. Now I understand why it wasn't anything then. But anyway, creative power. He's extraordinarily spontaneous. Pick up everybody, get the whole family in the car. Everything's already packed. He's already been premeditating the whole thing. Surprises are his middle name. He's very goofy. He's a lover. Right person, wrong time. Will he have the willpower and the internal strength to get him through whatever it is? On the bottom, romantic feelings and engagement. But there's too many there was and still are too many red flags for you guys to be in union yet, to have all of these things, to be with your perfect underneath all of that says healing family issues. Once that has happened, you guys can reconcile, but until then you stay in separation. Have all this, but the red flags, whatever they are, codependencies, emotional instabilities, patience, focus, drive, everything needs to get, whatever it is that holds you back, those things need to get worked out. Honeymoon fell out right on top of engagement and all of that. You guys might be on a romantic, excursion when the perfect proposal happens. On your way somewhere very romantic and beautiful. They will for sure make the effort. They will make it so memorable. There's no way that that the effort wouldn't be shown. Like every detail planned, every moment planned, itinerary planned, everything paid for, everything ready. Like this person's got the idea. He's got the perfect ring. He already has it in his head, probably thought about it since the beginning. But something happened. The devil works in mysterious ways. Whoops, wrong way. The devil works in mysterious ways. But it's all worth waiting for, Spirit says. It's all worth waiting for. Everything you've ever wanted and asked for, you can have. What's going on, Spirit? Please help me. What's going on? Let's get a couple more from here. It's all worth waiting for. I'm going to make this last forever. Don't tell me it's impossible. Yep. Okay. I'm going to make this last forever. Don't tell me it's impossible. It requires work. There's that romantic getaway that I've been talking about. The fact that your embrace ignites their soul explains this. Looking passionately into each other's souls, like your eyes connect and it's union time, like it's unbelievable what I'm seeing. Walk hand in hand with spirit. That's just the inevitable way that's the only way it's going to happen. Walking hand in hand with spirit, it's inevitable. It's inevitable that your abundance will happen to you. By the grace of God and his divine timing, it will happen. But you have to be obedient. You have to walk hand in hand. Being the beacon of light be a beacon of light in all of that darkness that surrounds you by going out and extending your hand of purity, your pure-hearted hand out to others that may not have any type of abundance, that may be worse off than you could ever be. And offering a hand of compassion and empathy and maybe doing some good for people around you will help, boost your karma. I know you're the right girl, but do you think I'm the right man? Right person, wrong time. This bed is so empty without you to hold close. Yes, there is some emptiness and there's some loneliness in this moment, possibly on both sides, and it's understandable. And the thing is distance makes the heart grow fonder for a reason. This person needs to be reminded that you are the right one for them and that you are not just second best or an option or a plaything that you can be tossed aside at any given chance just to appease their instant gratification. Okay, if they need to be reminded about how much they love the way you love them, it happened right at the moment of the separation, and that was the end of it, when you proved yourself to be somebody of, worth and depth and, compassion. Continue to surround yourself with light and be the light towards people. Love your enemy more than you could love your friends, because those are the ones that are cursing you and sending you evil eyes. So just keep that in mind. Close that distance. This will happen with patience, divine timings at play in your love life. Like that is what happens every time. Spirit's saying, if you want to close that distance, you've got to get yourself healed. You've got to work on your empathy. You're empathic. The word empathic is very bold and very important for you to understand. You might be highly sensitive right now. You need to be very careful about what you're putting in your body. I took enough and I don't want to take any more. Separation. One has to find their inner strength. The other one needs to get themselves in alignment. The inner strength to be able to get over any obstacles that come towards them, being able to handle people's personalities, being able to handle people's ups and downs, and learning how to communicate and doing it with compassion and empathy, dropping the ego and being humble, being frugal, learning how to properly spend their money and save it. Call back your power and hold on to it tightly from any this goes for everybody. If your power has been taken from you from anybody, from any time, place, or person, then you call it back and you hold on to it tightly, and you learn how to love yourself properly, and you keep your inner strength, there. I'll be all that you need. In this moment, you need to be saying this to yourself, so that way you can love that person and be all that they need, all the things that you can't fulfill for yourself, all the happiness that they'll add to your life. They can't bring you all the happiness, but they sure can add to it. And you need to be able to be all that you need so that you can be all that they need and they can be all that you need. Understand? You guys have to both come in at 100%. And until you learn that you need to be able to do that, Spirit's going to keep you going through with these challenges. It has to be 100% on each side. Okay, anything further? Any final messages, Spirit? Sacred Rebels, one from Sacred Rebels. Okay. Final messages. Okay. Final thank you. This heaven sent. This divine timing, patience, love, joy, all of it's being sent to you from heaven. It'll catch up to you. You'll catch up to it. It'll catch up to you. All of those things. It'll happen in divine timing. You guys are both heaven sent. You guys both came down here from the purest white light to learn what you needed to learn, to be able to ascend, to be in God's kingdom, to be a part of the army that's fighting the darkness. You're putting in your work now. You're earning your stripes right now. You're earning your chevrons, if you will, your hash marks, whatever you want to call them. Okay? You guys were sent. You are of this world, but you are not of this world. You are heaven sent, and that's why it's so damn hard for you, if you want the truth of the matter. Okay? It's that hard for people like us because we are facing so much more because Spirit has big plans for us. And we have to make the choice to be a part of his team or to let the darkness consume us. And if we can fight the darkness and humble that devil himself, where he's sitting there taking notes and learning from the best, you know, like, the stronger we get, the faster we can take him down. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself protected, collective. Keep your heart full of unconditional love. Continue to work in the, with the pure white light. Those ancestors that have been sent to keep you company and keep you protected. The spirit guides that are there to guide you through your path. Yeah. Keep your eyes open for them. Understand that it's time, for major, challenges to come to fruition and force people into facing the things that they need to face, so that when it's time for this connection to happen, you guys are both energetically ready, spiritually ready, mentally ready, emotionally ready, and physically ready for it. Because the amount of activity I see you two doing, you guys are going to need some stamina. So making sure you're taking care of yourself, eating right, sleeping enough, drinking enough water, all of those things, doing your protection baths, all of those things are a part of it, because it's going to keep your mind, body, and soul healthy and ready for whatever warfare that may come your way during these challenges, during these journeys, all of it. Making sure that you are rested is one sure way to keep yourself healthy through these moments of warfare with energies that may not like you, because you may be, the magnetic pull that you two have with each other may be causing other people to have to face tower moments, and people can be evil. All right, so just making sure you're taking care of yourself will allow you to be at your best, physically, mentally, and spiritually. All right, anything else, Spirit? No, that's all I got for you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides, for helping me through this reading. I close this reading. All right, guys, till next time, light, love, and blessings. Bye for now.